Alright friends, so today in this video we will be adding image slider in our this React project. So let's check our design. So this is what we will be creating. Maybe I will change a little bit design also. Maybe it looks like this image is a little bit smaller in this design, but I will try to make this little bit larger equal to this container width, I think. Okay, so basically this is what we will be creating today, and we will not be using any third-party library for doing this. We will just use React and Tailwind for the styling, and all that will be enough for create this one. So let's see how we can create it. We're just gonna use some React use state hooks and all that, and that will be enough for creating that slider, simple image slider. Okay, so to create that, I see that okay, let me check. Okay, so that image slider is inside the, I think, gallery page. So let's open the gallery page, and I will not be creating any this what is this called, hero section, or I will just be focusing on this one for today. So let me just start it, and let me just remove this one, right, and start with the brackets, and here I can say div. Where is my div? Okay, so what we need, maybe we need a container, and what is this container? This is the container that is kind of, I already made this container. Let me import this one first, and this is the container the component that we created before. And if you want to know how we created it, please check out my previous video. Okay, so if you just wanna really quick check this one, so this just define the size of the container according to the screen size, something like that. Okay, so I have a video when I create this one. So if you are checking this out, this video, before you check this one, I recommend you to check this one. This is very useful, a reusable component that I created. The another component that I have created on the I think same video is centered component, and this is also very important component. Okay, and very useful. Okay, so if you want to check it out, let me just import this first. Okay, alright, so this component just center anything that we provided here as a children. Okay, any children of this component will be center within that container. Okay, that's all this center is doing. Okay, and if you want to check out, as I said, check out my previous video where I created this reusable component container and the center. Okay, I will try to put the link on the my description also. Alright, after that, what is this container center is? In this container, actually I want three things, right? So we want left button. Okay, and let me just copy this and paste. Oh, what is going on? Okay, and paste it 2 times. Okay, all right, so what I am trying to do is within this container, if you can see this container, if you say this is a container, then we have left button, right button, and image in the center, right? So that's all I want to get for now. Make it okay, let's work on the structure part, and then we will style it. And here we need a image, right? So we need these 3 things, and below the container, maybe I want this dot kind of indicator, right? Which image we are currently in. This is the indicator dot we need there. So let's just put center on this one also, and then maybe this is dot indicator or something like that. Okay, and I think that's all we need as a structure, right? So let's say add some classes to this main container. Let's say class name, and what the class name should be, let's give some background bg nova, maybe 100. I think that's the background color, and I'm not going to create that hero section, so let me just put some margin bottom and top or padding. Let me give some 32. I think that will be enough. After that, within this container should have a class flex, so that they appear to be side by side. All right, and then what else I might need with this container, I think that will be fine. And in this center with where we're gonna put this images, let me make that class name flex1, so that it will extend, right? So whatever remaining space that after this and this component take it, it will take all the remaining space. That is what we want, I think. Okay, all right, then after that, what should be the next things? Okay, let me just save it, and let's I don't need that. Let me just save it. Still coming the same thing. What is happening? Control, yes. Okay, now it's saved. I don't know what was going on there. All right, that's fine. And then let me check what we have created so far. So we need to go to the gallery page, and this is what we want, right? Looks, this is exactly what we want. We want left button, right button, image in the center, and this dot indicator over there below the image. Okay, the next thing maybe I want is give some height to this image. Maybe let's say height of this container should be at about 500 maybe px. That will do, I guess. What do you think? Maybe that's fine. All right, so this is getting some height. After that, let me just create this left button first. Okay, so here what we want, actually we want some icon over here, right? So icon, and maybe some, let me check, so some circle over there. So for making circle, maybe I want to have some div, or maybe just span is also fine, I guess, on this condition context span. I think that will also do. And my image is not working, I don't know why. Slow computer maybe. All right, that's fine. So after that, in this span, what do you think we need to keep we need to put some style to it also, right? So let me just give some style here first. So maybe first thing first, maybe this should be like rounded, right? Rounded. And I need a busy now, maybe give like 200 background. What else I want? Maybe let me just give that classes. After sometimes I will give more. Okay, so with what we goes inside this span. Okay, so we need to have some kind of this icon, right? So I have React icon open here in the another tab, so let's check it. So if you wanna go check here, okay, I'm using React icon. And if you don't know how to do it, in my previous video I have discussed about it too. Okay, so in this here we can search for some left icon or something like that, and I think I want to use this one. And let me just copy this and bring it over here in my code, and maybe I have to say something like that, and that way I can import it. Okay, so add that, I just import it over here, right? So this is the icon that I want to use, and let me check if we get that. So here is my website, so I got some here, and let me put some size to it. So I get some size, maybe let's say 10. Okay, and what else I need? I want this icon to be on the center of this container, right? So we have to say flex item center, and maybe justify center, something like that, and this will make that icon on the center. Maybe takes LG or something like that, and maybe let's check if I'm getting what I wanted. Okay, so something like that, and I make it rounded, but I didn't make it rounded full. Okay, so I have to say rounded full, save it, and then okay, where is it? Okay, this is what we have so far. And another thing that I want it here is a cursor pointer, right? So that it, when I hover it, I get a pointer cursor, and then I may want to add hover effect to it, and when I hover the text will be kind of EXL, and this text means this icon, right? Okay, this if you want to change the React icon sizes, you can do with by the text property. Okay, text, and in the CSS that means font size. Okay, all right, so what else we might need? Let me just save it, and I think I've almost got this button. Okay, see, whenever I hover it, it kind of get a little bit larger. Okay, that's what I want. I think that is good enough for me, and I want to do the same thing with this button too. But the thing is, if I do this one same thing here, I gonna copy, repeating this, right? So it's not good idea to repeat your code. So let me just create one component that we can use in these two places, right? So let's say what we want, const let's say this is an arrow button. Okay, and arrow button will be something like that. Okay, let's say this is the arrow button, and what we might need, we need to return something. Okay, return, and what we are returning, we want to return all of this up to here, right? Let's just remove that from there, and save it here, and let me use that. Okay, I see this is we are using as a component, so better way is just remove this small a and give this a capital A. Okay, this is the naming conventions, you should follow this. All right, then after that we can say arrow button. Okay, arrow button, and I think we can do like this, and we get something there. Save it, and let's check it, and it's working just fine. But I want to use this one over here also, right? So here for this right button also, but we use hard-coded this left over here. So I want to be able something to do, like I can provide the icon, so that I can provide any icon that will print over here, something like that. Okay, so I can say icon, and this will be icon type, because I'm getting icon type, this one. See, the type of this this icon is icon type. We are getting it from a React component, React icon, I think. I know. So we have to say icon type, right? And not sorry, my bad, not here, but actually I have to say something. You can create the type for this over here, but this, let make it easier. So let me just say, you can just say here also icon type, and we are getting this icon type. We have to import that, okay, here. So VS Code did it for me automatically, but if you are not getting it, you have to input it over here. See, all right. And this icon will be that icon type, and I use this icon I over here in the capital because I think they are using this icon type in the front capital letter because it is working as like a component, right? So I think that's the good way. I think so. So I think let's move on from there, and what we can do here is, in case of adding here this icon, we can provide now icon here. All right, now whatever icon we provide here, it will be printed over here. Okay, as simple as that. And here you can say now icon equals to, and this icon actually you have to provide as a function. Okay, this is how it works. Okay, so if you do not provide it as a function, let me show it first. Okay, if you say just fa okay, if you do like that, it's gonna complain. Okay, it's gonna give you an error. So you have to provide it as a something like this way. You have to say this and equals to, I think this is the right way to do it. Yeah, so no error now. I think now it's gonna work. Okay, so let me just copy this, and I think I just need to remove this. I don't need this, and paste it over here, but make this left to the, I think just we can do RIGST, right? I think, yeah. And let me save it and let's check it. Okay, so I get the left button and right button over here. I think that is that. Okay, so almost done with this button. And then what we can do next? Okay, let me work on this image okay, the container. And then actually if you want to make this its own component, do it. Okay, but I'm not using this component anywhere, so let me just put it over here for this video purpose. Okay, but if you want to separate it out in a different file or over here, you know, if the code getting too large, it is better to separate it out also. Okay, but for now let me just put it over here. Okay, so what I want it here, I want some images on this, right? So let me just create a one array. Okay, const images, I think images equals to array, and what this array will have is, let me just give some name of the image so that we can use that image, you know. So all of the image that we will be using in this slider, that path, okay, the path of that, or you can say the name of the image should be over here. Okay, so I have few images over here. Let me just grab some name for that. So I have stack stone.jpg, I think. Let me use this one, maybe another okay, what else I might need? Maybe stone stack.jpg. okay, so I'm just grabbing few of images, right? Let me grab another one, maybe let me put that it within a string, so we have to provide it as a string. History.jpg, and my typing is so worse, but sorry about that. And it's kind of tedious, but you know, programming it's tedious. It's not fun always, so you know, you have to learn to do tedious work. All right, then let me use another one, the last one, maybe idols dot jpeg. okay, let me just use these four. Okay, now what I can do here in this container is we can use those images, images, and we can loop through that this array using this the map function, and we can say we need image, right? We are getting imag image, img only also. Is that good? No, imag. Okay, that is fine. Okay, and then I can return something over here. What I want to return is, let's say div. I want some container before I use this image, and I can say in the source I can use this image what I'm getting from here, and alt let's just stone for now, that's fine. And one thing that I always forget to do and later I find out is I forget to put the key, and if you do not put this key, React complaints. Okay, so you have to put the key over there, and it should be unique. So let me just put this is for sliding uh, sliding okay, sliding, and let me just put this image name over here. So I put this sliding because I don't want to be using same image name or somewhere else, so it will distinguish. I can do like that. Now it will create the unique some key over here for each image, right? Okay, and what else I might need? Maybe I should wrap this within another div and do not touch this center all the time, maybe. Or yeah, I think that is the better way. If I do not add div also, I can do it, but let's just make it separate. Okay, so to do that, let me press Ctrl Shift P and use this wrap aberration, and here I can say div, right? So in div it is, so that's how we can add div the within wrap this wrapper div, okay, without typing it over and putting it down, something like that. You can say Ctrl Shift P and then this use this, okay, emits wrap with every, what is this, abbreviation, okay. Or alright, then after that what I want maybe here is, let me just put the class name, and then I can say flex because I want all the images to be side by side. I want it to be width full and height full, okay. And so whatever height of this, it will get the height. And in image also, maybe I can say class name and same thing, maybe full and height to be full. Or what else? And flex and everything should be of same side. Maybe I can say, no, I can say just this, and let me check. So everything is side by side. Okay, so the other thing that I noticed is I want some gaps between these buttons and this. Okay, so let me just put some gaps because right now button and image container is touching each other. I don't like that, so gap, maybe let's just give a 4, save it. And the other thing is image is getting like a not getting the full width of this, right? So to combat with that, I can just come over here on this div, and here also we can say class name width full and height full, and still not working. Maybe let me say, okay, so it's not working because I find that I have to put here mean width full. So at least the minimum width of this div should be equals to full size of this. That's how it works. So yes, so as you can see, this width of this that div is extended to this parent div. Okay, otherwise it will just be, within the container it will be fit. How many images we've put, it will be fit within that container, but we don't want that. It should be flow on that direction. And I see I have to put here, it's kind of stretch, image stretch out, right? So to avoid that, we have to put object fit cover. So let's say cover, in a CSS it should be object fit cover, and in the Tailwind it says object cover. Okay, all right, save it, and if you check it again, and it will look like something like that. And the other image, 4 image, is on the sides, right? So this is how we want. And our idea is when we click here, it should move 100% over here. So 100% means this is the width, 100% width, right? So all the images should move 100% over here. They all the images should be moved on this side 100% every time. Every time I click over here, and every time I click here, it should be moving on this side 100% width. Okay, according to the which number of the image. So it's a 0, so we need a 0. It should not be moved anywhere. If the image 1, so it will be count at 0 1 2 3. Okay, so if the image we want 0, first image to be present, it should be not moving anywhere. If we say 1, it should be moving 100% on this side. Okay, if we say 2 second, or this image, if we want this image over there, it should move over there to 100%, right? So that this will be right here, over there, right on the center, this here. All right, if I hope that makes sense. Let me show you on the code so you will understand. Okay, so for now, let me just, one thing I want to do here is within this container, let me say overflow hidden, so that I will not see that extra images. I will see just one images over here. And let me add some style to this image, maybe not the image but the here to this container. I want to say rounded something to XL maybe. Okay, and then overflow hidden, so that no image shown beyond that. Okay, boundaries. Okay, so overflow hidden, this one. Okay, save it, and it will look something like this one. Okay, all right. And about this dot integrator, let me do this at last. So I think that will make more sense to you, otherwise it will make little bit complicated. So let me just add this functionality or something like that first. So in case we click here, it should move on this side, and if we click here, it should move on this side. Okay, and how we will achieve that is, let me show. We're gonna use the use state hook. So const let's say current image. Okay, I think set current currentimag. So I have very big problem typing or spelling the things, so if I misspell, forgive me. Use state, I can use this use state, and you have to import it. VS Code has already done for me, and the default value should be 0. And how we can use this current image and set current image is, let me show you. Okay, so I think we can put it over here with this image container div. We can say, we can add a style to it. Okay, and when you add the style, you have to provide it as an object. So there is 2 brackets like this, right? And when I was starting at first, I was so confused about it. Somewhere you use this, somewhere you use only one brackets, but this actually one first bracket saying that we are using JavaScript or TypeScript, whatever here in case of this. So we are using some logical code here, and the second one saying that this is we are passing object to it, so we have to pass like object to it. Okay, that's how I remember it. So okay, now we can say transform, and this transform should be passed as a string, and we want relate x. Okay, we want to move it only on the x axis. So translate x, we can provide bracket and provide the necessary number over here, right? So what we can provide here is we can provide here current image. Okay, and that's the reason we use this backtick for this string, because we want because we wanted to use this this current image over here variables. Okay, so when you want to use the variables inside the string, you can do this way. Okay, this is the basic JavaScript. Okay, all right, now and the thing is, what we can say is, if current image is 0, I don't want to move anywhere, right? So doesn't matter, 0 means 0. Okay, no moving. But when current image is, we said the current image is 1, that means the second image, then it should be moved, or all the image container should be moved 100 minus 100, right? So that on the other direction, whatever the current image, that should be moved 100 minus 100%. Okay, this is the simple logic. That's all we have to do. We have to put here percentage. So if this is 1, this will be gonna move, everything gonna move 100% over there on the left. And if that's why we put negative, so it's gonna move on the left side. And if it's 100, it's 2, then 200%, and 3 300%. As how many images you use, that much percentage it should be moving on the other side. Okay, simple logic. If you think about it, if you didn't understand what I am explaining, just look at it, think about it, give us a little bit time, you will get it. Okay, all right. And after that logic, what I can do is, now I will show you how it gonna change. So you can see here, this is the image currently, because we are using this use state current image as 0, right, default value. But if I say 1, and if you see, save it and see it, you're gonna see the different image. Where is my image? I didn't get it. Okay, or I use the same image, I don't know, 2 times. Save it. Is it moving? No, it's not getting any. I'm looks like full right now. Okay. all right, let me just think about it. If this brackets is over here and this percentage is over here, I think this percentage should be on here. Am I right? Yes, and I think that is a mistake that I did. Yeah, see. All right, so sometimes it happens. All right, then after that, here I can say 1, and if I save it, you will say different image, right? That's all you want to do. Okay, so whatever number we want, it will be on our slider. Okay, in the front. Okay, now we have done this. We need one more thing, that to add the functionality for this button, clickable button. Okay, we can click and we can change the image. To make that happen, I think I need one more thing from here, that is the total number of image. Okay, so total image, total image, okay, image, total image, what we can provide, how we can get the total image. We can get the total image from this image, right? So how many image, size of the image, so images dot really n length, okay, that will give us the total number, but I want it to be count start from 0, so let's just subtract 1. Then that means if it's total number is 4, then we're gonna get 3. That means basically it's 4, right? 0 1 2 3 4. So it is the count will, we want it to be started from I think 0. That makes more sense, okay, because it's a programming, right? Everything is start counting from 0. Okay, after that, how we can use that is we can say const in next. We can create a one function that will be called next. Okay, so in this next, what we want, okay, in this next we want to, let me just put it if statement over here, and we will say if current image is less than total number of images, right? Total images, is this images will be good or image will be good? I think total images or total image, I don't know grammar, so whatever, okay, total images, and over here. All right, so what we want to check is if the current image is less than total image, because I don't want to be current image to go above the total image, right? Maybe we have 4 images, I don't want to be checking this next to be checking like number 5, right? Because there is no 5, so we want to stay within this total number. Okay, so maximum number, if we have 3, then it should be less than 3. Okay, okay, I think that is makes sense, because if it's total number is 3 and it's already 3, I don't want to go it to the 4, right? Okay, and then what we want when this happens is we want to set set current images, and if it's not if it's less than that, we want to get pre value. Pre value means whatever value currently this current image hold, that's we get from this prev, and just add that prev to 1, so that we will get next the current image will be added one more to the previous value. Okay, so if it was 2, then we will make it 3, so next item will be on the center. That's all I want. And another thing that maybe I want here is else. Otherwise, what I want is if it's already equal to this total image, we want it to circle back to the first image. Okay, I want it to be looping, I don't want to it stop. Okay, if you don't want this functionality, just forget about it. Okay, if you want the user to back before next, if it's the last image, if you don't want to next, that's up to you. But I want when next bottom is clicked, when it's the image is the last one, I want it circle back to the first one. Okay, that if that makes sense. Okay, current image, just set it to 0, so that we will go back to this state 0. Okay, so let me make me this one 0 also. Okay, after that I need another function that will be prev or back, whatever you like to call it, but I will say prev. And then what else I want to do here is same thing, but this time I need to say if current image, same logic. Okay, if current image is greater than 0, because I want the first image should be started from 0. I don't want it to go to the negative where there is no image, right? So the first image will be 0. So if it is greater than 0, then only I have to say current, not the current, but set current image and get pre value, and then from that pre value subtract the 1 from it and set it to the current image right from here. Okay, and the same logic as above, nothing different there. Okay, same logic, just values are different, and then it is next, it is previous, that's all. Okay, and here set current image, if it's the first one, if the value is 0, already 0, and if I press the prev, then I want it to go back to the last image. Okay, so circle it. So to circle it, I can get that last image from this total images, right? So this will take us to the last image, and if you save it, we get the two functions that we can use for next and prev, and that we need to use over here for left and right, but we are using the component there, right? This arrow button, so we have to add that over here. So I need to add what I need to add is, let's say on click, that's fine. Shall I say on click? So whenever I get on click here, and what should be the type of on click, because we are using TypeScript, so we have to define what is this on click, and this is the just a function, and we can say this is a function by writing like this. Okay, and we can use this on click over here on the spam on click. We want this on click to be activated, so we can provide the on click function over here, and then it will be added there. That's the simplest thing that I hope you all understand. And then what I can do here is on click, I want to go to previous, right? First this left will take us prev, and then and over here what I can do is on click, we can say next. Okay, and if we save it, okay, so we save it and let's go check it. Okay, finger crossed, yes, it's changing, right? It's changing. And if this next is also working, it is circling back to this previous video, the image, and if we continuously click here, it will take us to the never-ending circle. Okay, that is what I want. Okay, and let me just add maybe let me just add a little bit of animation, maybe transition all, or maybe transform also fine, and then duration, maybe duration 150 maybe, and ease out. Let me just put ease out, and let's see if that animation working. Yes, so this looks just fine, right? So that's all we want, little bit animation, and the slider just working. And if you want some decoration or something, you can do it, but the basic slider is already done. And let me work on this dot indicator for now, and if you want to make this on the separate component, you can do it, but let me just do it over here. Doesn't really matter for this small project, but if you have a large project, my suggestion, always separate out, always separate the components. Okay, so make reusable component. Maybe you want to use this dot in other places maybe, right? So you can do that too. Okay, so what we can do here, so how many dot we want? We want the dots, how many the images we have here, we need that many dots, right? So to get that, we can do the same thing as above. Maybe from images I can map it, and I can say here let me just get image, right? So same thing as above, but let me just get it here, and maybe I can say span, and let's make it self closing span, and I need to provide key, and I can say dots, and I can say something like, so that I can separate the names. Okay, keys should be unique. I think that will do, and I have to provide some classes for it. Okay, and class name. Okay, so what are the classes name that I want with this dots, right? So the class name, let me think, and let me just say, okay, here. Okay, so I can say size 4. So first of all, we need some size, maybe border, and what we need now, maybe 300 or something like that. Okay, border, and maybe this center is kind of actually the flex in nature. Okay, in this component this is flex, so I can say here I need some gaps between the, right? Class name gap 4, and maybe some padding or margin top, maybe, so that I have some space from the image container. Maybe let's say 8 or something, or maybe I don't know, maybe 8 is good, maybe 6. Okay, save it. And what else I might need here? Oh, I need it to be in the circle, so rounded full. Okay, and maybe cursor pointer, so that I get the pointer, so that user can know that it is clickable, right? So what else? Let's check this first, and then we'll come back what is missing. So this looks just fine. Okay, this is good. And the other thing that I want is, okay, what I want it to be able, whenever I click here, so this is number 0 1 2, right? So I click here, it should set our current image to be 2, so that this will slide over here and move it to its required position, right? So we need to have some background for this indicator also, so that we know which one is active also. Okay, all right, to do so, let me just get here another thing, that is that will get us the index of that each image, and this is gonna come very handy, and I need to add some logic here. So to do so, let me just put it here, return, and this will return up to here. Okay, so here this brackets actually say that we are returning, so but I need some logic over here, so I have to put curly bracket. Do not get confused with it, and this should go over here. Okay, and when I was starting, I was also confused a little bit. Okay, this just say that here I can use some logic here now, and this is only return part. Before, if I use only this is only returning this one, and I was not using any logic there. Okay, all right, and maybe here, but let me just say I need some logic over here, and what will be the logic is whatever this or let me just put here one time first, maybe on click function, so that when I click it, I want to run the function. Okay, and set current current image to I. Is that right? Yes. So whenever I click on the particular spam, whatever their index is, just put that index to this set current image function and run it. Okay. And one thing I want to let you know that you know, difference between, let me just go back here. Okay, if you do like this is wrong. Okay, and it should be on the function, otherwise it will not be working. So don't get confused with that. If you have some function and you have providing this argument, you have to provide this, so that it prevent to React from running this right here before this on click. Now only when we click it, then it will run. Otherwise some function, if we do not provide this, it will run right here, okay, before we click it. Okay, so if you want to just provide the name, you can do it, but if you are providing it as a function, it will not be working. Okay, all right. So after that, what else I need to do is, so in case of this now what I can do is, whenever this const dot active dot something like that, const active dot, and if I equals to current image, if this current image number and I, whatever this index is equal, then I want it to be BZ Nova, and I think I have a color yellow over here. It should have that, otherwise just return the empty string. And now what I can do here is I can remove this and then I can remove this. I can add this this one over here. I have to bracket also over here, and oh, I don't want to go at the border end, but let me just remove this first and go to bot end and then backtick, and then okay. So I just put this whatever it's inside this curly bracket and backed it, so that it is passed like a JavaScript, you know, basic JavaScript, right? So after here, why I did it, because I want to provide the this variable over here, so I can do by adding like this. So whenever this index is equal to current image, then the active dot will be BZ Nova Allo, and this will be added to this class, and then it will have some active background, right? Save it and let's check it. So this image is active, so this is kind of yellowish, other are plain, no color to that, right? So if I click over here, now this will be changed to the first image. If I click here, it will go over there and we get animation too, and this functionality is also just working fine. Okay, what else? I think we got everything and we make it everything running, and that's all for the basic slider that we can make. But I want to add something else here so that you got some knowledge about this stuff also. So we're gonna add some hooks. So the reason we want to do that is, you see here we have some many logic over here, right? So we have next, previous, this is a logical part, right? And this return, this is only the UI part, right? So we are mixing UI and the logic together in a one same file, and in the small project this might not, you know, make any difference, but if when you start working in the larger project, it will make difficult to maintain your the project. So the good rule of thumb is, you should actually separate the logic from the UI, and that's the recommended way of doing React, so that it is very easy. Okay, you want the same logic in the other file, you can just use logic only. Otherwise you have to write all the logic again, right? So if you separate it out and you want same logic for this next and previous on the next another component, you can use this logic. So we need to separate it out, and how we gonna do that is, let me show that to you. The way of doing that is we can go to this hook and folder, and then we can create a file, and that will be our hook. So we can start with the use, so all the hook names should start with the use. That's also the recommended way. And let's give it a name, remote. Why I give it a remote? Because it's basically remote, right? Control, next, previous, and all that. Let's say use remote, and let's create the function, and then give it a name, use remote. Remote, I think that will do. And what else I need here? I don't want to return any components, so I can say over here I might need next, I need prev. Okay, I might need something else, but let me just add it over here first. So what I want here, I want next and prev. Okay, do I want the next and prev there? No, I don't want it. I would just want to create the next and prev over here. What I was thinking. All right, my wife is cooking downstairs. Some sound is coming from the kitchen, so maybe I was just hungry. All right, now to do this, let me actually just copy everything from there. I think that will make more sense for me. And then I just want to copy it from here. Is that right? Yes, I want to copy or remove everything from there, and then add this function over here. Okay, that makes sense. And then I want to use this use state also over there, so remove this and bring it over here. Not here, but here. Okay, so use state will come over here, and then we need to import this. Okay, and what else I need is remove this one. I remove this one, and this total image should be it's okay, it's over here because I'm using image over here, so I'm getting it from here. Okay, but I need to have some. Okay, so there we go. Total images, right? So total image should be here, so this should be type total images of number. Okay, so I'm using only one, so I don't want to put it here. Otherwise, if you have lots of it, just put the type here equals to some create types and then use it. Okay, but you can do like this also in the same line also. Okay, now I need a total image over there, and I'm getting total image here. Current image I'm getting from here. I think I got almost everything. Next, and why this is returning as a next and previous, I have no idea when I did that. Okay, so let me just put it back here, use remote. Okay, okay, so this is done. Now to work, I got everything over here. Yeah, all right. Okay, now let me just save it first. Okay, and just let me go here and import everything from there. Okay, const next prev. I am getting it from where? Use remote remote. Okay, and I need to provide total. Okay, I need to provide as a object total images. Okay, so this number we are pressing here that to the this what you call this hook from here, and this is working here, but I use this current image that now sit on this hook, right? So I need to send this current image also, current image, and then maybe I need to, let me just first send this current image first, and then where I get this current image from, over here, and I can say current image and save it. Now we get this current image from there, and the other thing that I want to get is set current image, but also we can say something like, let me just add one more function to it, const set image. No problem, image. Okay, set image function should be arrow function, and then I can say set current image, and current image I need to get number for this index, whatever I get index here, index, and index is number. Okay, I can say like this, and if I get the number here, this will change this set current image, and I want to send this function also to change the image. So set image right here and save it. I want to use that set image here. I can say set image come there and save it, and I want to change this set image, okay, save it. And that's what I was saying, if I want to use this parameters over here, and if I do this way, this will give you error or something like that also. And what is this going on? So the best way is you provide the function over here. This is the right way, and so that it does not run when the component is rendering. Okay, so it will now run when on click event is activated, otherwise it will run when the component is activated. I think we separate out everything now, and we create this hook. And the reason of doing that is now there is no logic here, we just grabbing this from that component, there is no logic. Okay, this is not the logic, this we just getting it next prev and set image current image from this hook, and then we just applying it to our component, right? We are not providing any logic to that, how the next should work, how the prev work. And so that's how we can separate logic from our UI, okay, in our component. Okay, and if you find this is getting too long, you separate out all the components also. That's just basic React. Okay, and let me check at last that if everything is working just fine. See, everything is working just fine, but we did a better job of coding it, right? So our coding is more readable that way, and the basic sliding, it's very easy to create in React. This is how you can do it. And I think that's all for this video. See you next time. Thank you. I appreciate you watching this video. Thank you.